Well, everyone, it's Wednesday, January the 24th, 2024. I'm Doug. It's time once again to play Wordle. Very good friend of the channel, Tim Pending Doom, writes in, start with schwa. Funny word, but contains some quality letters. Yes, indeed, that is a good way to assess that word. We have never, I double-checked with our historian, Cassandra Hammerstone, our producer. This is the first time, the debut of schwa is an opener here on Wordle, and here we go. Boy, wouldn't it be a treat if that was the answer? That would be crazy. Let's see, schwa. Nope, not the answer, but we do get a C out of position, so I'll take that. Okay, so, 4 different vowels that we could play with. What would be interesting here? We could do, let's do this. Let's reuse the C here. Why not? Let's go with the word court. So we'll take 2 more vowels, an R and T, and get a little C and tell. You never know. We could get very, very lucky here and get it in 2. So what happens with court? Not the answer, but we now have the R joining the party, and the C and R remain out of position. So now we have the E and the I that are of interest to us, and I guess now I can't help myself. We could try shuffling the things around here, put that R in the front. Again, we have the E and the I. So let's see if we take the E here. I feel like I really want, well, I guess we could put the C here. Now, recon comes to mind, but we tested the O. So that's the thing that just kind of like, doesn't really feel right here. Oh, you know what? No, I was going to say decry, but we tested the R in the 4th spot. I really, just for a minute there, I thought I had it. But no, I don't. This is interesting. Not sure what to do with the... Now, if we put the... Well, hold on. Let's try this. If we put the R and the C together... so the problem I run into here is... Well, actually, we haven't tested the E. So we could do... RCE at the end. But what would but the problem is, what would be the second letter? ERCE? No, probably not. Boy, this is interesting. We could do, I'm trying to figure out in my mind what I'm more interested in doing is nailing down the C or the R, because they're both things that I definitely want to know. Farce can't work. Boy, and of course the other part of me is just the heck with it, just do a full eval. A little unconventional, but you want to nail down the E and or the I. That's always a possibility. We could do... What about... Wait a minute. No. So here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be strictly an eval. I know it's not the answer because there's no R in it. Right? But peace helps me nail down... Well, if the C is not in the 4th, it's only a 50-50. It gives me a couple possibilities for the I and the E. We'll know whether it's the I and the E. Actually, you know what? Here, let's quick change. Niece. Let's get a more common letter involved in this. Niece. And so this is strictly an eval, but I think we'll get some good intel on it. So niece for eval. What do we get? Okay, we get the interesting intel that now we have the I and the E, most likely one of each. I highly doubt that there's a double I here. So now we have C, R, I, and E. It's an unscramble with something else. We know the C has to be in the 3rd or the 5th spot. I highly doubt that it's in the 5th spot. So we're looking at the C. We're looking at... this is interesting. Boy. What are we looking at here? Okay. Wow. Boy, that gives me more questions than answers. I got to be honest with you. We know there's one E. In this situation, it's got to be... All right, so what if we look at the E in the second spot? And, boy, but then what on earth do I do with the I? You know, that's the problem here. Maybe ICE. Hold on. No, we can't because we just tested the I there. Never mind. Wow. I suppose the... Oh, wait a minute. We haven't tested the L. Oh! R. Wait. I think I got it. I think, boy, this one, you know, this is one of those puzzles where the old saying, I'm probably the last person in the room that figured it out. Relic are all unique positions here in our puzzle for R, E, I, and C. And that makes it probably one of the only, if not the only possibility here. Boy, I would freely admit, again, last guy in the room to get it, but I think we've got it. I'm super confident. You know what I haven't done? You know what? Here's how confident I am. You know, they've been away for weeks and they're very expensive. But I'm calling, and this is going to be something for folks that are new to the channel, I'm calling a Spider Senses moment. We once in a while employ some spiders to come down and celebrate or taunt me if I call it, and I guarantee that this is the answer. So I'm calling a Spidey Senses moment here on Relic is the answer to today's puzzle. The word relic. Yes, it is. There we go. And I'm not made to look like a silly pants. Oh, boy. And there we go. Well, all right. I hope you watch the ads because those spiders are expensive. They don't work cheap. Thank you so much, of course, for entertaining me on that. Tomorrow, by the way, it's Thursday. We've passed hump day. And we've got another interesting starting word. It's like a little bit of a trend this week. We're gonna be starting with the word peony or peony. I think it's peony, Peony. Off the top of my head, I don't know the definition of that, but I'll look it up before tomorrow. And I hope you'll join me for some more Wordle.